Welcome. This is a new for all my old fans and listeners of Not As Law. We have a former guest that's become a permanent guest host. Maybe Johnny will come in. He's definitely producing, but he will most likely come in and do some surprise visits. But for now, the new envision of That Ain't Law is me and your girl. Speak for yourself.
Ari. Hi guys. How y'all doing? So I get to be the new voice and stuff.
So she is a new voice. If you're new to That Ain't Law, we talk about everyday topics, relationships, just things that are going on in life, and we give our opinion how we feel about the situation. Okay, so that's the new thing. You want the ACP girls down there, or you good? You want the Ari Sharice?
Oh, why does it keep doing that?
I think it's probably on the phone.
Yeah, it's the one from my phone. I gotta remember to fix that.
Yeah, my video too.
Yeah. Okay.
I bet we're all good to go. So, first topic. Let's speak on Dave Chappelle.
Oh wow.
So for all the guys out there, Dave Chappelle recently came out with a new special Netflix called The Closer, where he talks about a lot of cancellation from the LGBT community, including the baby, and a friend of his who committed suicide, speculation-wise, through the bullying of her defending him about his comments on LGBTQ. But y'all know what I'm talking about.
LGBTQ.
And she was a trans woman who died 2 years ago.
So what
they canceled him. They trying to cancel him heavy right now.
They trying to cancel him?
Oh my God. According to the Black Coalition, once Netflix take it down, I'm like, who the hell is the Black Coalition?
Well, the thing is, I just saw something stating that Netflix said they're not taking it down.
Oh, they're not.
They're not going to take it down.
That's why I said trying.
They must have screened it. The thing is, when these people do specials and stuff, they screen that stuff through a lot of people that would be a part.
You ain't about to just,
you can't just throw something up on Netflix. It's not like, even with Instagram, YouTube, and stuff like that, they have guidelines and stuff, but anything that's on your TV or anything, they gonna run that and screen that through people. And I'm pretty sure they screen that through some people from the LGBTQ community. They couldn't just throw that up there.
Yeah, before they accept it, I'm pretty sure you don't just send it to them and they just throw it on the website without looking at it and going over it. Yeah. Man, listen, how do you feel about the whole cancellation of Dave Chappelle or trying to cancel it?
First of all, as you know, that is my husband in my head. So, all right, let me stop playing with that lady husband, but I love him. But see, here's the thing. Dave Chappelle in this special, I watched the whole special. I did not understand why people wanted to cancel him on speaking on him learning what he learned about the community. It was more so like he gave us an insight on him being naive, all the way up to the point of understanding to, what happened with his friend Daphne, of course. So it's like, I didn't understand it at first because I'm like, why do you want to cancel it? And like, they would say, oh, well, he's making fun of this and that. And it's like, well, if his friend who's a part of the community can sit there and tell him, ha ha ha, and laugh. I mean, even Wanda Sykes even cleared him the other time, in his other special, he asked her, can I say this word? Can I say that? Is this funny or not? And she's like, yeah, say that. That's the type of thing that we need in comedy, is to continue to allow them to express themselves fully, because honestly, the best comedy comes from truth. It doesn't come from us fabricating and making up stuff. Because when you I notice that when people try to like explain themselves or overextend themselves and make it into something, it doesn't flow better. And I feel like Dave Chappelle's body of work speaks for itself. He always tells people if it was something that it was new and he didn't understand it, look, I used to think this, but I'm gonna give you a joke. So now, because I understand the community about where there's Black people, white people, whatever, this is what I know now. And he lives off of that. He talks, if you notice, I was naive here, but now I know. Now that I know, I can make these jokes. If you pay attention.
I think one thing about Dave in particular is that he's very surgical and strategic in his jokes and his punchlines and his setups. He's not a comedian who's just saying stuff to say stuff. Like, Dave is one of the most intelligent comedians to ever bless the stage. Like, he's one of those people that make you go, damn, not only why did I think of that, but how the hell did he think of that? I can understand that a lot of it was, because there was some times where it was things he said in this special where I clutched my pearls like, ooh, Dave, you said that. But I think we've gotten so used to cancel culture and not saying how we feel or even create. Back in the day, like it was you can say this word or that word, whatever, like that. And people understood it was just a joke. But nowadays, because we're getting canceled so much, I think it's making people, filter what they say, how they say it, because they're scared of losing this deal or that deal. First and foremost, that I got people who are gay in my family, friends, all type of stuff. And first of all, I absolutely love them. They're some of my favorite people. And that's not just to say it. They're some of my favorite people. You get a group of gay dudes around, and no funny, you're going to have a good time. Like, absolutely. Period. Absolutely. They are hilarious. Hands down. Gay dudes are the most straightforward, strong opinions, say how they feel people you'll ever meet in your life. And, I just feel like
their story. They have to learn how to, they develop tough skin a lot earlier than most people. So it's like they could come out and just kick it out like that because it's not necessarily on the defense, but they're used to people coming at them. And it's like, they can give you that rapid fire, like off the cuff, hilarious moments you be needing sometimes. So
my biggest thing, I see somebody post that no one was saying anything when Dave Chappelle was making fun of Black people, but now that he's making fun of gay people. Like, I think we should be fair. If a comedian's only making fun of one thing, I can see how some people be like, wait a minute. It's almost like if you watch if it's a certain casting director only hires white people or only does white TV shows, at some point you're like, whoa. But if a person is talking about everyone in the magnitude and not just one thing, if he has a joke for every race, ethnicity, or sex
community, he does,
then let him rock out.
Yep. I feel like it's fair. I mean, honestly, I've laughed at Dave Chappelle making fun of Black people, white people. Like it's all in the same like context. It's all about the context of it. If you are really like into like documentaries or learning about the world in general, just everyday life, you have to remember Dave Chappelle went out after, he got all these different deals and stuff, but he was living his life. He never stopped being down to earth. He's going to go in those hole in the wall comedy clubs and still, give the show as if he's in the daggone Fox Theater.
He says that too in the specials. He said that people go, well, who are you to say that? He said, I'm the dude who got off the bus and walked away from $50 million. Like, so Dave is showing you that he's true to himself. And he's going to continue to be true to himself.
He's gonna live his real life. He's gonna continue to experience life, and he's gonna give us what he's always been giving us: honesty. He's gonna give us honesty, comedy. He's gonna teach us something, and all of that. We get all of that in one. Where can you go nowadays to get all of that from people? There's not many places you can go, and especially not with comedians where you can learn.
People are so filtered, man, and you can't say that, you can't say this, that. Sometimes it almost make you feel. I compare it to this. When I like to have a pastor who can not just, I've been saved my whole life. Sometimes you almost like when you have a pastor, you want to say, look, for 1 second, like not be a pastor for 2 seconds and talk to me like a regular person. Like, and that's the type of person I am, man. Like I like for people to have a different perspective and different, idea of things. Yeah. So, because that way, then you can have an open conversation with them. It's hard to have an open conversation with a closed-minded person.
Yep, and especially somebody that's not even willing to even hear, like, where exactly is this person coming from?
Your side.
Like that they on the defense and they don't want to hear nothing. I don't like people like that. I like to, even if it's something I may have heard before, I still listen, and I always listen to people for understanding. I don't listen for me to respond and combat what that person is saying. And that's another thing that Dave Chappelle does. He's like, when someone comes up to him, whether it's a gay person, a person who is trans, what have you, and they come and they talk to him, he listens to understand. He's not listening to say, but you're wrong, or no, this and that. Like, you literally can tell that he sat there with that person or in a group of people and listened to where they're coming from. Even if he may agree or may not agree, he's learning. He's constantly learning. He's not coming from a place of like ignorance. And I think that a lot of people think that when it comes to comedy is mistaken for ignorance versus you learning about something. And I feel like a lot of times you can I've learned a lot more about life through comedy. I mean, about everyday stuff. I mean, even times where like just stuff about financial stuff where you didn't think that you could learn that from a comedian. And it's like, you constantly get put in a place of ignorance because, oh, he ha ha, he's making a joke, he has to make everybody laugh. You don't have to necessarily make everybody laugh, but you also have to understand that I'm coming from a place of like, I did my research, I sat down, I talked to these people, I understood where they were coming from, or I went out and I sought out the answer. I didn't just come here and just be like, hey, I'm going to say this and that and throw it up there, and then whoever don't like it, don't like it. It's never been,
Exactly.
I never get that vibe from him. So that's why I respect Dave Chappelle so much.
Exactly. And I feel like when it comes to Dave, we need people like Dave in this world, because those are the people who will give you a different outlook on things, and will really open your eyes, open your mind to, see it both ways. And I think that, like I said, so many comedians have strayed away from that only a few still have that comedic essence in them. Mm-hmm. And when you see that, because it's so rare nowadays, man, it's special to see. And I think why people love him so much, why he gets so much love, man, because as a comic, I think Steve Harvey said it the best. As a comic, and me being a comic, he says you have three eyes. Comic has a third eye. And with that third eye is a blessing, is a curse. Because with that third eye, you'll see things and see the funnier things that a lot of people won't see. But also with that third eye, you'll see bad things and things that go on people's heads that you notice, like, oh, well, that ain't right. Or you were saying you be the first one to see it. So I think, David just doing the best job of using his third eye.
Yeah. I feel like he's communicating with people. I feel like it's important because he's getting people talking about it. You know what I'm saying? People are not just sitting here and just be like, oh, okay, we know this is a problem or issue, and just ignoring it. I feel like by him bringing it to the forefront as well with the special, it shows people that you got to have more conversations with people. It shows that you need to come and start, communicating with people outside and come to understand each other versus us just sitting here and judging and putting stereotypical insights on other people versus us just coming together and coming to an understanding. You know what I mean? Like, he has people talking versus us just like not knowing what the heck he's talking about. He was like, well, go out and talk to somebody, learn. I did it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what kind of solidifies him for me, because he ain't just making trans jokes. He tell you that he had a trans woman who he actually befriended and was cool with and was hurt when she killed herself, whatever like that. Like, and I think if I can sit on a comedy show with a white person, we can laugh at a black joke, we can laugh at a white joke. If I can sit on a comedy person with an Asian joke, we can laugh at an Asian joke together, or a transsexual or a person part of the LGBTQ community, and we can laugh at a joke together. I think that's part of coming together. Yeah. It's almost like music. Yeah. Like back in the day, people who did music, like you would go to a Chuck Berry concert and there's white people and black people in a time when white people and black people weren't supposed to be in the same area together. Exactly. But we breaking down barriers because we love the same music. So I think that's very important. So yeah, that's my opinion.
Absolutely.
So moving forward, we ain't canceling Dave.
That's not happening over here.
We're not canceling Dave.
Listen, lady, I know that is your husband.
Not going to happen, Dave. You're cool with me. I listen to the LGBTQ community. We all cool. I ain't got no problems with y'all. We can't just be canceling everybody we love.
Absolutely.
So next topic. One thing that the generation has created. One thing that's popping right now. A lot of people getting the BBLs. A lot of people getting the BBLs and the plastic surgeries and stuff like that. There's a lot of strippers out here with the fake booties and the fake titties.
Well, it ain't the strippers no more though.
But I'm just saying, yeah, right. You're right. It used to be the strippers, and now it's everybody. Now you do
the 9 to 5s.
It could be a nurse. She's a nurse, and she got a BBL. So the next topic is natural bodies over surgery bodies.
Okay.
Are
you asking your preference? Are you asking your Are you going to explain your preference?
We're gonna start with you. How you feel about it?
Well, see, here's the thing.
You're gonna be
now, see, I'm in an awkward position because I've had friends.
You think about it?
Plastic surgery.
You had what?
Yeah,
What happened?
I have friends who had plastic surgery. Me, no, this all natural. This is mom bod all day long. But listen, so my thing is, it doesn't bother me. What bothers me about plastic surgery, women that get it that are not educated on the proper way to receive it. Now, personally, in my opinion, I prefer women natural bodies because we don't get to see it a lot. And, that's just my preference. However, I do have friends that have had plastic surgery and you do not know. You'll never know. And unless they tell you, you won't know. And so there are also people that I know that have plastic surgery and they don't like it. But the thing is, my stance on it is because the risk that you take for an elective surgery like plastic surgery is a lot. There was this girl on YouTube, she had breast implants.
Mhm.
And for years she would get sick a lot, fever, this, that. She would go to the doctor, and the doctor would be like, nothing's wrong with you. What's your problem? What's going on? And so as
That's
time went
scary.
on for years, she's had children and all of that. And then all of a sudden they were like, wait a minute, what is different about you versus everything else that's going on in your life? You gave birth, didn't have no problems. You've had all these other things in your life. What's the issue? Come to find out, the breast implants were causing her to get sick. So she had to
You
get
must
them.
have got them things in DR.
She got them done in Miami.
Oh,
I don't know
not
who
Dr.
the doctor was.
Miami.
I don't think it was Dr. Miami, or I don't know who the doctor was. But the point was, she got them done in Miami. And basically, it isn't just her, but lots of women were experiencing this and have experienced it and are experiencing it right now. Even if it's the silicone in their butt and the injections and stuff, it's literally getting to the point where, like, I don't know how many of us are going to survive and make it out of our 30s, if that, because so many women are dying from this stuff. They're getting infections and all this stuff. It's like a crisis going on in Atlanta. There was a doctor who's not even a surgeon. I think he's like supposed to work on, he's like a pediatrician or something. He was supposed to.
Damn, he wasn't even licensed in that
He wasn't
department.
licensed to do none of that. And he's doing these women's surgeries and stuff, and they have no clue whatsoever what they're putting into their bodies, what they're taking out of their bodies. He's not properly, after the surgery is over, sealing them up and, putting their bodies back together the way they're supposed to heal. So it's like, I'm not against plastic surgery if that's what you want to do, but I would feel, honestly, I just feel more comfortable with my natural body. That's just my personal opinion. I like women with natural bodies. I like the fact that it looks nice. It jiggle when it wiggle, and it's not hard. No offense to nobody, but some of y'all
Wiggle when it wiggle.
be having Brick City.
Not Brick City. Oh
Brick.
yeah, it's super hard. I think for me, first of all, I know girls who have the BBLs that it look good. It's fire. They're using the real fat, putting the fat, just transferring fat. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna tell nobody what they can and can't do.
Yeah.
Do I prefer a natural body? Yes. It's something unique about natural breasts and natural booty that you can just feel on and love on and be like, oh, it's something different. And I've been with girls who have the plastic surgery and it's not as soft. It don't move, it's smooth, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad, how like she'll say, her ass fake, but it's real because it's lifelike. But I do think that this is why I have a problem with plastic surgery. I hate the girls who get plastic surgery and become addicted to it and keep getting it.
Well, you have to. So here's the thing. They're getting addicted to it because of what's accepted on the internet. I don't know if you realize it, but a lot of the women
these super flat
y'all are lusting after on the internet, y'all are lusting after over the internet. There are women out here, everyday women, that are thinking, I have to look like that in order to get attention from men. And it's not that, and it's not like y'all sat up there and asked the men committee and said, hey, y'all,
I'm about to say, because you'd be surprised.
Like this, and this is what y'all got to get done to your bodies. However, women get more attention. I've literally had guys like, say, oh, well, she's fine, but her titty's too small, or her ass, she ain't got no ass, so she this and that. And I'm like,
but hold up.
Then you ride into the sunset with
women break down men all the time. He fine as hell, but he's short. He fine as hell, but he a little on the dark side. He fine as hell, but he bald. Like, listen, women do that all the time. Men don't come out and just say, and let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you about that whole perspective, because a lot of people say that. Well, y'all lust over this.
Y'all do.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna say this. I got homegirls. Big home. I'm talking about 285, 300 pound, 5'5", 5'6" women. Like, you big girls, beautiful big women with OnlyFans pages, and I'm telling you, they getting paid. Now I'll say this, men, we gotta stop. A man will. I'll give you this. A guy will up and down tell you how much he like quote unquote bad bitches. And bad bitches being girls with thin waists and fat ass and cute fat, whatever like that. But then the baby mama be a big joint. Don't be a big girl, be a thick joint. And it's like, I think men, we have to start publicizing our affection for natural women. Listen, I know dudes who be like, talk about a girl's hair. First of all, I love women with natural hair. I can't stand weave. And I know you're a weave user, but I hate y'all.
I don't wear weaves. I wear wigs. I don't do weaves. That stuff hurt. Like right now, this is a wig.
Weaves are, any dude who has went in his bathroom after hitting the joint with weave knows damn well it's like going inside. It's like being in a goddamn barbershop. Hair every damn where. I love a natural.
And then y'all get mad. Here's the thing: we try to wear our bonnet. Y'all like the bonnet, so you got
the bonnet. Listen, if we land together,
be rolling around like Becky with the good hair and all of that.
I will fuck the diggity dog shit out of a woman in her bonnet right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will crush a joint with her bonnet. Because if she fine all the time.
I don't know, maybe that's my opinion. I like when women have on a bonnet in the beginning. I'm like, look at you, girl. With your bonnet.
I just feel like, as I said, I think our only thing I give men, we got to start doing more. Like I said, publicize.
I realize that sometimes these men criticize their women and they don't know it. Like, I've had friends that have been in relationships and the guy will make comments, not to them, but just, they might hear a conversation or, the dudes get you get to talk about, look at this one right here. Look at this over. And the woman internalizes it. And the thing is especially with women, you could say something to a woman and it's going to replay in her head constantly. You never said, babe, is something wrong with you not having a big butt or bigger boobs or nothing like that. But you sitting on there like, oh, look at this one. Look at Ari Fletcher and look at all these different people on the internet. Like, look at Amber Rose, look at Kim Kardashian. And the thing is, they're like, oh shoot, what I gotta do is I gotta look like that for my man to look at me and be happy. That's what women internalize, and they think, oh, I gotta look like that to get any type of attention from a man in general. Which I
then you don't listen. Don't be with a nigga who don't let you feel like you fine as hell. If you fine as hell to him, you fine as hell.
First of all, nobody's saying that. What I'm saying is
makeup.
You gotta look at it for what it is. There's been times where you might have said something about a woman or about your woman, and you don't even realize it.
I'll say this. I was in college at the time. I had this one girl I was cool with. I can't think of her name right now. She worked with me at a job I had. I cannot think of her name right now. She's a pretty girl. Like, oh, she was so goddamn beautiful. Nice lips. She was short. She was brown skin. She was so beautiful. And then one day she come to work and the belly is starting to come. I'm like, oh. We were talking one time, but this is ignorant Earl. This is 18, 19-year-old Earl. Stupid.
He ain't shit.
I said one time to her. We had a conversation. I don't know how it came up, but I said something about like, yeah, you got a baby now, so you kind of like damaged goods. Not realizing that, like, I said it so much.
What?
Yeah, I said, you got a baby right now, you say you damaged goods. And I didn't realize it.
Through this screen right now.
I said it so nonchalantly and not realizing.
Why did you say that? What made you say that? She's damaged goods because she had a baby.
She was pregnant. I'm like, yeah, you damaged goods.
What I'm saying is, what is why do you have to be damaged good if you good?
I think as a younger man, I used to kind of be like, damn, youngins who, as a younger man, youngins who had babies at young ages, it's like, damn, like you already like 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm trying to live my life, and you that nigga put a baby in you? Like, man, you already you out the loop now, shorty. I ain't want. Hey, listen, you. So
why do you dismiss off a woman who gave birth at an early age? Because there are lots of teen moms and things like that are.
I think honestly, the ignorance of it. Let me start by saying that ain't how I think no more. I'm very mature, very I think a lot more. just take my time now. I don't just be saying things.
So back
and I had wait, let me finish.
What were you thinking? Like, what were you thinking? Like when you say damage, because what do you exactly mean with that? Like she's just not good at all. Like you don't even want to bang with her. Was it like a physical thing, or was it just like like if I wanted to be in a relationship with you, I can't now, or like I'm trying to figure out what damage.
I think mostly because of who I hung around. And what and just my mindset and just listen, you know what I mean? Like just being young and dumb, honestly. I'm blaming being young and dumb and just like hearing it from other people and just, you know, you are who you hang around. You are who you hang around. And for, you know, when you hang around some dickheads, you become a dickhead. So I think for me, it's what I saw it as is like, I ain't trying to deal with you and your baby father. You got enough, you got responsibility, so we can't go have fun and live our lives at a young age. So that's why I took it as damn is good. And even the word damn is good, I think about it now, like, well, that was just so mean and hurtful. And
I never thought you would say something like that. That is shocking.
Oh yeah, young dumb nigga. And
I know I would never thought you would say nothing like that. Somebody told me you said that. I don't even care what age you was. I never thought you would say anything like that ever in my life.
And I never forget when she laughed off that day. And then like she didn't fuck with me like that, right? And then one day I was like, yo, what's like it went on for like damn near a month. And one day I was like, what's up with you? I can't think of her. I wish I remember her name. If she sees you know who you are, I still apologize. We ended up making up, but I was so hurt. She was so hurt. So I mean, one day we talking what's up with you like that? I think actually had to be actually.
Okay.
And she came back and we wasn't fucking with. And I was like, you know, I asked what's wrong. And she was like, you called me damn it's good. And then she brought it up and I was like, damn. And listen, hearing her say it back, I was like, I felt like fucking like never said that.
You like, God dang,
I never said that. Never said that. Who said that? No, never said that. Never said that. Damn is good. What did I say that? Like because even hearing it back, play back to me was like,
and that's
nah, you ain't say that, did you? Oh damn. So yeah, and I do, you know, I definitely feel bad afterwards, but you know, like I said, I just for me again, I love women in general, you know what I'm saying, especially black women. Not saying, you know, I got a little more love for my black women. I got black niece. I am a black man with black niece with a little petty man in me, but with black, that's where the hair come from. But black women, I got black moms, grandmas.
You're respectful. You're respectful when it comes to women, especially black women. I know that for a fact, but that really that threw me off because you know what it made me think about? So I remember after I think it was my first child, and my husband at the time, you know how you have the sex before the baby and then there was sex after the baby. And so I don't know how we got on the subject. We were talking about it and I was just like, you know, does it feel different? You know, because I'm insecure at this point. I'm like, I had a baby, and you know, you had that stigma in your head, like once you have a baby, your life is over. Like, you know, you have a baby, your vagina is never the same, and all of that. So I said, is it the same or is it different? And this man hurt my heart. You know, he gonna tell me, he gonna say it was tighter after the baby than it was before. I said, oh.
God damn. Not the baby made it tighter.
That hurt my heart, y'all. That hurt my heart. It hurt my feelings so bad. I was like, oh, he said I was a hot mess before and that baby improved it. That is so disrespectful.
No, it's not a hot mess.
My feelings. Hurt my feelings. Can you imagine going up to your wife and being like, well, it was terrible. Just feel like it was terrible before now. Like, it's better now than it was before. I'm like, that's not a compliment. It's not.
We be out of parking time as men. Like for me, like I said before, I prefer natural bodies. I think you can do whatever you want to do with your body because that's your God-given right to do whatever you want to do with your body. But I just want people to love themselves more. Like, and women in general, like, it's not too many things that, listen, men do be getting them toupees now. I be saying them little fake dreads and all that shit. But I think it's so much stigmatism on women's bodies and how they supposed to look or how they think they're supposed to look or what society is showing you what beautiful women are supposed to look like. And a lot
And
of these
we
women are
influence
getting
it
it.
on each other. And I feel like it's because we're our hardest critics. Like when I'm thinking about something, like I'll wear something, I'll be like, shit, I know these girls are gonna be looking at my stomach. Let me hold my stomach in. And sometimes it don't even be about y'all. Like we changing up and doing stuff because we know other women are gonna notice our flaws and we try to like combat them and fix them before
Yeah, I
somebody.
know it'd be something. Someone be like, I do it for me. Get
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck out of here. Maybe sometimes
Yeah.
I do it for
No,
y'all,
but
but a
I
lot
mean,
of
there's some
times I
women
don't.
that do it for them, but then it's like there are other things that we know that a woman would notice before a man would even notice. You know what I'm
If
saying?
women didn't exist, I would walk around with holy socks and dirty t-shirts. God damn it. I know I do a lot of things. I
Straight
think about
up.
like, yeah, straight
Um,
super bum. I don't give a fuck what you niggas think of me.
oh
But
my.
but yeah, so I'm definitely pro natural. I'm guessing you pro natural too.
Yeah, I'm pro natural too, but I mean, if my listen, I have people that I know that got it done and they look good. Okay, they look bum. I ain't talking about them people that look. I'm talking about the people that go and they be looking like lumpy lumps. I feel bad. I'm sorry that you did that to yourself. You didn't know you was gonna be like that, but I really can't. I just love yourselves a little bit more. And
That's the
if you want
message.
that,
Love
you
yourself.
want to go that route, do your research. That's the only thing. That's the only advice I can give to you. I don't want you walking around looking crazy. We love you, but we don't want you walking around looking crazy. So
And I did, and I echo that. If you love yourself, but if you want to get it, just make sure you're going to the right people and you're doing the right research and not just getting anything, because at the end of the day, it's gonna harm you more than it's gonna help you. And yeah, that's what I got to say about that.
Yep.
Last topic.
Oh, okay.
We're going to discuss something that has been going on for years now. Generation after generation, there's been and it kind of reassembled when Steve Harvey's book came out. How long should you and a person conversate before y'all have sex?
How long should we converse? Like how?
Yeah, should y'all converse before a sexual?
Of course.
How I think it's one of them situations where when it comes to men and women, women can definitely hold out more often than men, but sometimes men hold out. But I think that, I'm not gonna lie. I think to tell a person, and there's some people out there, but to tell a man who's already, now if y'all both virgins and you say we shouldn't have sex till we get married, that's perfectly fine. But if someone has already experienced it and you're telling them to wait till marriage, I just honestly, me personally, I don't think it's common. But you go on, say what you think.
Okay, how long should you wait to have sex? As long as you goddamn feel like it. How about that? How about them red apples? If you feel like, you know what, you met them on a Tuesday and Friday, that's what you want to do, that's your business. Personally, in my life, I seek out companionship before I get into anything because people, listen, I'm a mom. Okay.
You
I
can't just
can't
be out
just
here
be out
getting
there
dick willy nilly.
just flipping it and reversing it and backing it up when I feel like it. Like that's not happening. But just personally, me, just in general, my morals and my standards, I don't just seek out to be like, woo, like that's not me. I'm not out there like that. But I will say, whenever you're ready, there are instances where I wish I would have waited, and there are instances where I'm glad that I waited, and there are instances where I wish I wouldn't have waited as long. So it's like you have to kind of pick your battles. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, before I even had sex with anybody, we gotta like hang around each other a little bit. Like I gotta get to know you on a friendship level. If I can't hang with you, then we're probably not gonna do anything. Not because I'm not attracted to you, but it may be something within the conversation. It may be in the way, like I've had instances where I'm thinking, oh, I want to go and hang out with this guy and see how he, we can be in a group
Oh,
setting.
guys would definitely talk to yourself about some pussy.
Yeah, and it's like the way, I don't know if men just be thrown off when they get around a woman that they like, and sometimes they just have like just diarrhea in the mouth and they just say stuff. Because this been times where it was like, dude, you could have had all the stuff that you wanted and nothing. I had a dude, that was interested in me, and he wanted to have a threesome. Now that could have been highly possible. But then he was talking one day and I don't know what he said. And it just was like,
no, sir.
And I just stopped talking to him altogether. And he asked me why was I not talking.
Yeah, that man, you're talking
and
yourself
I told him
out
why.
of pussy.
I told him why. I said, you talk yourself out of vagina. Like you don't do it intentionally. I don't know why you are the way you are, but I'm letting you know now. Like in the future, watch yourself in certain conversations because sometimes you say stuff and it just be like,
Exit stage left. Check, please.
I was going, to bring down the wall and just, let you in, but no, I'm gonna leave you where you at.
The check. You was just unlocking the door.
Go.
And he said something, you went, nope, click, click.
Right, you gotta turn the lights on. Everybody go to bed.
You won't come in this household.
This is not the ministry we need to lead today. This is not what we're doing. So I will say, I mean, waiting, it depends on the person. I mean, honestly, I feel like, I'm not gonna say every person I've ever dated or, been around that I've had sex with, because it's not true. But for me personally, I've noticed what helps me when it comes to that is that I have to at least and we don't even have to super date, but I just have to hang around you, whether it's, just to get to know you. If I don't know you like that, I probably won't even have sex with you. I got to feel comfortable. Until I feel comfortable, then you won't be able to even get into that part of me. You know what I'm saying? And there are sometimes where it's like the chemistry be there. You just, you ready. So it just depends. Honestly, it depends on the person.
Okay. I think for me, at this stage, young Earl, listen, man, I ain't trying to wait too long. But now, a little older, mature, close to 30 Earl, if I fuck with you, I'll wait as long as you need me to. Honestly, I'm coming off almost 2 years of celibacy, so waiting is not really a big thing to me. It's actually a spiritual cleanse when you're not just having sex and all the other stuff. You learn as you get older that sex is spirits and energy, and you don't want to just waste that on people. Yeah. So I think that if a woman says wait 3 to 6 months, if she say wait a year, you know what I'm saying? Listen, and I'm gonna tell you something, fellas. Let me tell you something. Women are just as horny as we are. Okay.
No comment.
So a woman might tell you to wait 3 to 6 months. But sometimes it's almost like a jail sentence. I might have gave you 20 years, but I'm gonna let you out of 10 because you good behavior. A woman to tell you 3 to 6 months, but you doing what you supposed to be doing as a man. She like, nigga, Monday, she like, you got to get this. Girl, I got to get this.
Yeah, you getting it.
I got to give him this. But like, I'm finna jump this nigga bones when he get home.
Going off. You like, you know what, sis? He ain't too
bad. You ain't finna wait him make 3 to 4 more months. Just give him the pussy now. Like that happens, fella. So all I say, you keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. And here's the thing: never go into a relationship solely off trying to have sex with a woman, because that right there can be a slippery slope. Mm-hmm. Your whole idea of being with a woman should be a companionship to start it off. Honestly, a friendship and a companionship, and it should start with that. Whatever come with that, then you'll gladly receive. But for the most part, it should be a companionship and a friendship. Start over. And I'm not saying it's like, oh, I'm just saying the right things for women out there. No, I'm saying this on a situation to help yourself. Because I think a lot of men will hear that and be like, no, man, you trying to take up for the girls. Nah, bro. Sometimes we got to start understanding that our worth as men.
I mean, I've had guy friends who are with me. Like I go out with my guy cousins and my guy friends a lot more these days. And guys will say something, they'll come and approach me. And then like my friends and my family be like, oh, like they're cringing. They're like, dude, like you was right there. You could have had her, but you messed it up. So it's like, guys will know, okay, he about to go over there and mess this up. So it's like, let your friends know, like, if you know you got that one friend who's a walking hornball or just walking,
everybody does.
Please let your friend know he is the walking disappointment and he needs to fix that. Because it's like,
just shut up, just don't talk. I think for me, I just feel like, man, we have, especially today's society, we have created this rumor basically of men will fuck anything and men are horn dogs and all that other stuff. I think men gotta start respecting themselves more and saying, you know what, I don't want to have sex right now because I want to get to know you more.
You know how many?
Because now it gets to the point where, as a man, you could go out with a woman for a couple of weeks. And the moment she went to have sex with you, and you said, you know what, I think this is too soon. I want to wait. She on the phone to girlfriend like, girl, this nigga must be gay because so many other dudes
we're
are
not
jumping.
That we just be like, damn, what the fuck? No, honestly, I had that happen to me.
I've definitely had women say they don't like pussy because he don't want fun.
No, I didn't call them. I never went to gay. What I would say was, I was like, he must really want to get to know me as a person. Like in my mind, is what I'm thinking, because there's no way.
That's what you saying. Like, dude, turn you down having sex. The first thought you having is, oh, he must really want to get to know me.
No, I'm different. I'm not think. I don't think how most women think. I'm different. I'm not thinking, oh, this man gay. Everybody don't gotta be gay, and everybody don't gotta sleep with you, sis. Everybody don't want your vagina. Okay. Who said it was premium? You don't know that. All I'm saying is, let's say, for argument's sake, let's say the dude be like, nah, I don't feel like. I actually had a person in my life where, like, we were intimate at a point in time, but even after we were done, we still had a friendship and were able to be cool because of the fact of us getting to know each other, and it didn't mess up the friendship that we had.
Which is rare. It's rare.
But the thing is, that's why you got to get to know somebody and know their temperament. Like for me, I can't expect for you to know something if I don't tell you. You know what I'm saying? If you hurt me or you say something that bothers me, who's to say that I'm the person that, I might not be the one for you, and you know that. And that's fine, and that's okay. But I feel like it should be normalized, where if a lot more men turn down women, I feel like, not in the sense like just turn them down, but just to understand the basis of what y'all are doing at that moment in time, a lot more women would have in their mind, like, okay, let me try to get to know this person. Let me stop just putting on, okay, I gotta give him my body. Because some women think they gotta give the body just because the dude is there. Like, I gotta have sex with him. You don't always have to do that. Sometimes dudes really give a fuck.
Yep. I believe that. I mean, some dudes really will enjoy you as a person to where you ain't got to jump my bones. And sometimes like, man, can we just lay and cuddle, shorty? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some of the most fulfilling relationships I've been in, or just in a sense of like just dating people, was when a dude was just, I was able to be around them and I feel like I was obligated to have sex with them to feel that bond. Like, it's very, very hard to come out where you can be around a person and not think, if we don't have sex today, we're not bonding. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't have to always be in a physical sense with a person to bond with them. Sometimes it's emotional. Sometimes it's, mental. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really like you. I really like you as a person and your energy, and it's a friendship. Like, let's go do some shit together. Let's go ride dirt bike. I ride dirt bike, but let's go ride four wheelers and go laser tag. Let's go to an amusement park or a museum or a movie. Like, I just want to have you near me and around me because I fuck with your energy. It ain't got to be all got to be inside you. I just want to be around you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, and that happens. Like, it's some women that you such a vibe. Like, you make a brother feel good. Like, you make them feel good about life. You know what I'm saying? Shit of that nature.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've had a lot of times I've had people say to me, I'm glad that we didn't do anything, or I'm glad that I actually took the time to get to know you, because these are some of the people that I've been close to and I'm able to hang with, to this day. It's people that, one of my friends, he came back in town and he just wanted to be around somebody that didn't want something from him. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody he can hang with, be chill, and he could feel at home and at peace. And we hung out and we was talking, laughing, ain't nothing sexual about it. We chilling and we in the same room ourselves. And there are not a lot of people that can get that. Everybody's looking as like, okay, if you're alone with a man or a woman or whoever you're interested in, you gotta have sex with them. That's not always the case. So I would say you wait as long as you feel like it. Y'all wait and y'all discuss that together and y'all come to the terms with that. I don't feel like it's a rush, but I also don't feel like you have to wait forever. It's all in all with how you feel with that person.
Yeah. So for me, like I said, it's fellas, you wait as long as she wants you to wait. because if you really care about him, you would. If you really care about her, you won't mind doing that. Period. You know what I'm saying? And ladies, the same goes for them. If sometimes he might be a good Christian brother, he don't want to just have his friend away. He want to get to know you before he, get inside you, and respect that too. Because every dude that like you said, every dude don't want to just jump your bones the moment he see you. Sometimes a dude really want to get to know you because he's been through past relationships where he did that and it didn't work out. So he wants to take a different approach and a different route now. So now that's how he's living his life, by getting to know a girl before you get inside of her or have sex relations with her. So respect that both ways. Respect
forcing it ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Respect a person's goodies both ways.
Period.
So that's been the episode of the new and revamped That Ain't Law. And as always, if you ain't, take care of your family, take care of yourself, take care of your mental mindset, your spiritual mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, that ain't law. You know what I'm saying? Respect yourself, respect others. And man, we I enjoyed this first episode and I can't wait to have more.
I can't either. Like, people are definitely like, they harassing us for this now. They harassing us. We gotta give them
as always, and we're gonna continue to give them what they need, what they want, when they want it, when they gonna get it. Okay, y'all gonna get it. We every week we're coming out with new episodes. This is just the first. As always, I'm your host, Earl Evans Cofield. You can follow me on IG at I am Little Earl. Facebook, I am Early Cofield. You'll see my name on my down here in the left box on the left. And this is my co-host. Go ahead and shout yourself out.
Yep, and I am his co-host, Ari Sharice. You can follow me at Ari_Sharice on Instagram or at Faces by Ari Sharice on Instagram. So yeah, that's where y'all can find me at. Y'all can follow me. You know what I'm saying? I like
she do some dope makeup, y'all. Y'all gotta go follow her.
Yes, most definitely.
I thank you for coming on here with me as always. You're a great friend, great mom, and a great person. And I can't wait to get back on here with you again.
Yeah, so we'll be seeing you guys next week then.
Bye.
Bye.